So I have here 8 of Swords in my left hand, 8 of Pentacles on my right hand. So people are getting caught up with their energies, it looks like. Master number 88 here is the Master Spiritualist, and that's what it is, based on their mastery and how they use it. So things are about to roll out. Heads are rolling right now, and perhaps that's the reason why I'm getting so much pushback. Again, with that airfare stuff, it is insane. The kind of approvals, the kind of responses that are coming through. It's almost like, it's like when important people roll by, everything's fine and dandy, but when they're not being monitored, when these important figures are supposedly not monitoring the situation, shit goes down. Insane. So it's the airfare thing that I wanted to make sure that there was no double work on, when I should have received the material way before Monday. In fact, I just received it yesterday, actually, when the material was readily available on Monday. But again, like I said, I should have received it earlier than that. It's been on my radar, publicized for quite some time. And now it's been hours for airfare arrangements. Anyway, we've got the 9th head rolling here. Actually, the 9th one is not caught up in all of this. This is independent status. This is closer to playing dead than being stuck. And that's where they want me to be. Like, I can't see everything right now. I'm not meant to see everything right now. But, you know, they're putting like a fire underneath me. And I don't know. I mean, I'm just explaining, you know, that there are certain boundaries, like direct. But looking at this, they want me to stay basically in the 4 of Wands energy, because that's the only one that's, you know, here under fire. So that's what's happening. That's what's happening right now. So those are the header cards. I'm doing better with my coping without losing my ability to speak up for myself. So, I mean, I have important figures' numbers personally handed to me without me having to request them. And I can use them at any time. To have that welcoming is like, it's so, what I'm hearing is financially abundant. And, you know, this like public hazing on its subtle level of like, everybody got what they wanted except, you know, except for you, Tina, is, I don't know, it's a strange behavior to, because like I said, like I've been going without the reward, the financial rewards, and I don't really know what else to say about that. So, Archangel Michael, my panel, you've been phenomenal at delivering messages, especially during this time frame, I meant to say, but phrase is what they're saying. It's like a etheric air quotation, you know, that's a version of air quotations. So, time, okay? It is an essence, I suppose, a way of thought and perception. But they're telling me to look at it in single frames. Like, I'm a director of a movie, right? And I'm looking to, like, do the director's cut. And it's like, you know what? This shit doesn't matter. Like, you know, the escapades, the antics are just methods that of like worn out methodologies. So what judgment is cleared for immediate rollout? My panel, what do you want to say? 9 of Swords, the Chariot in reverse, Justice, and the Lover's card in reverse. You see that? They do deliver. Okay, I think one has, because I have 4 on the panel. I mean, there could be more, but those are the headhunters is what I'm hearing. Especially with that. Like, they're going to be yelled at. That's crazy. Just as they're yelling at me. But, like, there's a lot of stress put on the situation. There's a halt. And, they're like, up. What do you think you're doing? And so this is all going to befall those that, are, you know, instilling a poor culture, poor company culture, poor branch, poor whatever. So there's going to be a halt on something. Like, we have this company policy where you're not supposed to bring electronics to blocked off locations. And it's a violation of the company policy once you do that. So once done deliberately, which I have several pieces of evidence in, then it fucks things up. Like, they have to completely replace all of those electronics that are used in those transits. And so that has been done. And you know what justice came out of that, I learned yesterday? Somebody who is one of the heads in the department I work for, she had to redo a lot of work. And so it caused delays on contracts and all of that. So, you know, justice is coming through. It's phenomenal. Like, it's rolling through. I actually get to see evidence of it. And somebody had to call in for an immediate emergency yesterday. She was gone for the rest of the day. And, you know, like, things are coming through. So those are like one of the stops that they wanted me to kind of identify. All right, is there anything else that you want to say with regards to that? Okay, what flipped over was the Ace of Wands and the Priestess. Like, I know, that's my magic. I didn't have to do any spell work. I didn't have to do anything other than basically light things up. Like, shed a light on all of it. So it's coming in like, instead of rain, it's snow. So it's delivered, you know, like what I say, revenge is a dish served best cold. And that's what's happening here. For the High Priestess. That's so excellent. I love it. I love it. As I show it in the book, like showing the proof, evidence, etc. And so when you pinpoint that information, when you identify with it, dude, like, do you know how many screenshots I have between yesterday and yesterday evening to this morning, like this afternoon? It is insane. It's like, okay, you want to waste company resources? You'll pay for that for sure. I'm just going to pretend like I'm your pawn and doing all of these things, making it seem as though I'm, what do you call it? You see the honk is confirmation. Making it, yeah, making it seem as though, like, you want to paint the picture that I'm supposedly incompetent. I've been doing this for quite a while, and I've been successful at it, until you, like, want to stomp your feet. So, what do they want to say? Yeah, the petitioner, the Knave of Wands, the Page of Wands. See, many are looking, many are seeing. So this is good to know, that I can petition them, my conglomerate energy, at any time, and they're gonna help follow through. What else do you want to say? So what judgment has cleared for immediate rollout? This one. King of Wands in reverse. All the players, whether female, male, or non-binary, however they want to identify themselves, they've been identified. This is, they're showing me, like, you know, when you flash your credentials, I'm flashing their credentials. I don't need to speak of their names. However, if push comes to shove, I will certainly deliver names. But other than that, they've been identified. This conglomerate energy, they have access to so much more than what one can conceive. So, they've been identified. That's the like header card to what they're going to tell me here. That's what they're telling me. What judgment has cleared for immediate rollout? Okay. What judgment has cleared for immediate rollout? This in hand, Two of Pentacles. And when it fell like upright too still. So the two that fell down on top of the King of Wands in reverse is the Magician in reverse and the Hermit. You know what this is? This is dark magic done in the dark. Done secretively. So those last minute travels, those last minute business transactions are absolute fuckery. When you have like when you move in haste and trying to rectify situations, or you know, those are where, like, that's where the eyes should be. So backtrack on those records and look at, you know what to do. But that's what's happening there. Things are balancing out upon these figures. They're obviously going to go through the dark night of the soul, and it's going to be the darkest shit they've ever seen. It's going to come in incognito. Do you see the Hermit there? You really have to focus, because there's a lot of darkness in there, like a lot of dark coloring in there. But when you really focus, you can see that there. Some I'm hearing are like going to slip and fall, because you see, like, turning a new leaf, it's like, there's something about like a slip and fall there. I usually don't get that. This is the first time I got that from that card. In fact, this is the first time I've ever, you know, prophesized that. And that's not me. Yeah, they beeped it out. So that's true. Okay, so that's what's happening. Things are coming to light. Okay, one by one, methodically. You know how there's like a hit list, and you go one by one, scratch them off the list, scratch them off. That's what they're doing up in the ethers. That's what they're doing with the conglomerate energy. In fact, if they have to circle back around it, to it, just because they're crossed off the list doesn't validate that they're, you know, that the work has been finished on them. Okay. The Hierophant in reverse. This is breakup energy. This is you know, local law, basically. This is when there's a dissolution. So, and this is very untraditional. Like, this is falling out of the norm of normal procedures. So someone's going to be cut off. These Hierophants in reverse are going to be cut off. These are people who are supposed to be respected in the community. You see, they have a lot of eyes on them. And they're writing on a lot of eyes. You see that? Interesting. So when you look at that, it's wisdom, actually, information misused. And it is known in the community. Five of Wands in reverse. What I have to look forward to is no battle, no confrontation, no struggle in all of this. There's like a flashlight coming right through. Like, who's the real victim here? You see? Who's the one? Yeah. Whoa. Oh my God, that's so crazy. Oh my God, that's so crazy. Did you see that light? Holy smokes, that is so insane. Whoa. My team is so excellent. I don't even understand it. That's so crazy. Oh my gosh. That is so crazy. You know, somebody is just reparking their car. Do you know how often this shit happens? Somebody's reparking their car, so they're getting resituated. I still have my parking reservations. I'm still secure. They're just like making sure that it's a perfect fit, that nobody's gonna ding my car because it's in perfectly in slot. Like, I'm in my fucking lane, even parked. So, and that says a lot as far as moving in haste. Like, I don't do that, even parking my car. Closed case for sure. Oh my goodness. That's so crazy. All right. So what do you want to say? What judgment is cleared for immediate rollout? Angels will above my panel. What do you want to say? Queen of Swords. That fell on my sleeve. Even when I'm walking the left-handed path, it is upright. Primarily, it is upright. I'm speaking the truth. Do you see like all those dragons facing her? They're fuming. They are so angry. They're so fucking angry. It's almost comedic. But looking at that, it's like I don't even see all of that stuff that is happening. But I'm also on the all-seeing eye here. Like that's my foundation. So even left and right, the things that I feel and things that I don't see, like I still hold the. Do you see any of that shit touching me? No. I got it. Okay. So what those important figures are saying is that I can't do, what is it? I can do no wrong. With how I stand, where I go, I can do no wrong. And that's not just like an automatic clearance. I mean, it is pertaining to that, but it's also saying that not only am I believed, I'm very trustworthy. So that's interesting. So this girl, one of the girls where her emergency came through, she walked in with like the biggest smile, and she was almost mimicking whatever I was wearing, because that's not usually her style. She's usually like, I don't know what you call it, fob energy, fresh, what is it, fresh on board? I think it's called fresh on board, where it's like they come from another country and they don't really quite know how to accentuate themselves. So they come off very meek and weak. And this is not for everyone. This is just a term that's used to convey someone that needs to grow into themselves and have that emanate from the exterior. So anyway, she's trying to like tap into my essence, and it's like, whatever. But anyway, what else do you want to say on my panel? What judgment has cleared for immediate rollout? These two. The Sun card in reverse, the Moon, and the Devil card. Do you see how crazy that is? This is a cosmic event. This is a cosmic collab, but it's also a collision. Do you see that? Where the Sun shines light on my manifestations, and they're absolutely aggressive. Absolutely aggressive. This is a contending energy, but it's also very collaborative. So I have that on my side. I absolutely have that on my side. So however the like my my ascended energies working in divine light and love want to kind of convey that and elaborate that in everyone's personal realm, you know, getting all in business. That's what's going to happen. 10 of Pentacles right there. So that's not just the delivery of ultimate wealth on knowledge. Like, look, you know, don't just like eat all your cookies, but make sure you have something to down it with, and or your pancakes. So there's something about like, here you go. But it's also saying, based on what I have served, like temperance, I am being rewarded the 10 of Pentacles. Let me go ahead and get a clarifier for that. What's the clarifier for that? My panel. What do you want to say is a clarifier for that? That one. It's the 10 of Cups in reverse and the 6 of Cups. Look, that's the friend energy. That's, dude, this is reciprocating, because there's the 10 of Pentacles, and then there's the 10 of Cups. There's the cookie, the plates, and then these are the cups. So this is a dish. These are dishes served. And then the drink to swoop in. This is excellent. That is crazy. So they're saying ultimately happiness will be brought forward to me. I like I'm being served very well. So like not to get hung up in this phase of being like picked and prodded and whatever, siphoned or whatever. Like things are coming into fruition. And the more aggravation that I see, the more that I know, like it's validation. Not that I'm cueing that, like not that I'm trying to provoke that. What I see on the outskirts to me that tells me like, oh gosh, like that means that excellence is like an extraordinary amount of abundance is coming to me. It's on its way. And they're just, you know, like, what do you gotta say to that, you know? You can't say shit, because that ain't yours. That's what they wanted me to say. It's weird. It's like, this is crazy. All right. It's crazy good, though. Good news. What do you want to say? Anything else, Archangel Michael? Leading, like, this panel. So I think that's where they really want to end it, like focus on that piece, that it's already been validated and cleared. King of Cups in reverse. Okay, this is Jesus Christ energy, spirit and cash, a pre-Friday, just like, you know, undercover, helping me out. This is also someone who is highly intuitive, that is abusing their intuition. They're playing mind game, or what do you call it? They're playing with feelings. They're playing with feelings. What's a clarifying card for that you want me to focus on, or that's, you know, just a highlighter of that? It can go either way, or it could go both ways. You just tell me what it is you want me to, what you want conveyed. Okay. It is the Knight of Wands inverted. So people do have confidence in me. In fact, this is someone that's driving forward to me. And so Jesus has confidence in me. That's sweet. What else? The Death card in reverse. Yeah, that I'm already transforming. The evidence already shows that I've transformed. This is a complete turnaround is what they're saying. Like I've turned the tables. It's like, you know how you do the round robin? People explain themselves like, you know, they introduce themselves. But it's like you receive the paperwork. You see the terms and conditions. You sign, but you make these modifications because that's what's correct. And then you turn it back and they receive it. And they're like, that's true. I'm supposed to, what do I do with this? So the ball is still in our court, but the paperwork is in theirs. They're telling... The ball is still remains in my court. Two of Wands. I have sized that absolutely correctly. No matter how you look at it, left brain, right brain, they're still connected. You know what I mean? They're still connecting the dots. And there might be some like crying in the background or something. I don't understand that. It's crazy. But anyway, they look like more like tissues than spirits. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Communication. So some communication is going to make someone like sad or cry or something. Interesting. By what has been sized up. And this also goes for the conglomerate energy. It's like things, the people are getting caught up. That's crazy. And including these important figures. They're going to see. What fell over here? I thought it was 2 cards. It's the King of Pentacles. Yep, this is definitely signifying that. So this is the boss energy for sure. Coming in, doing their normal housekeeping. And this is insane. But this is the boss energy. This is the energy that I was talking about. The the figures that are highly, like, important. Well, thank you. Thank you. I've got to say, blessings be to you. Bloop. Immediate rollout. Okay. So you know how they promote products like fast acting relief or fast acting. This is fast acting. Do you see that? It has drawing back to that devil card. What did it? The sun and the moon, or the sun in reversal, the moon upright, and then the devil card. Do you understand that? The collab right there, they're riding that horse, and they totally see what I'm talking about as far as manifestations. They're like, you know, they understand that I'm aligned, but there's something, this is revered energy. Do you see this? Ancestral reverence. Bringing the black cloud of death, basically. Interesting. Oh, and they're the acting part of it, you see? They've been promoted to that status to make the decision. I think the paperwork has also routed to their viewing, and they're actually overseeing this, is what I'm being told. Overseeing the routing of the paperwork, and, or like, you know, the evidence, and they're making decisions. Okay. Okay, those last two are, oh, shiz, that's crazy. It's the Three of Pentacles in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. This is, in total, not going to micromanage, but this is itemization that I need to do, taking inventory. This is, being funded, but also knowing that, like, a new job is coming through, either job, promotion, or something of that sort. But, you know, it's also out with the old and in with the new. Do you see what that's probably for sure. So on bottom of the deck energy is Nine of Pentacles. It's independence. We've talked about this card often enough as far as feeling on the insides and knowing what organs are like major portions, like what's meant for survival in the human body, regardless of what the exterior or any conditions or diagnoses are provided. This is also going for, on a very immediate microcosmic plane, those that are struggling with certain diagnoses that work in light and love. And that, oh my gosh, I just felt like tingles from my head to like my calves. You know, like there's fellow readers out there that have like autoimmune deficiencies, and they're struggling through those bouts, and like their faith has been tried, but also blessed. And regardless of what anybody thinks about their belief system, they know that they've been doing right. So they're considered part of like the essentials. That's very sweet. Bottom of that is Six of Pentacles in reverse. They've had to keep to their own, like do what, like, it's hard to be in this state of being, of wanting to give, wanting to provide, wanting to do those things, but it's almost like an overextension. Like there's it's not a feeling of lack. It's like I can only do what I can. See, Tower in reverse. They're having to make firm decisions, like beneath the surface, like privately. And this might also do with something like wills, like having to write wills, having to figure out like their beneficiaries, having to just really take a closer look and internalize that Tower moment. Like it is a very, very, very private moment. And that's why they can't deliver or they're choosing not to deliver as much, because that is the wisest decision. And therefore, like, that's what further validates them in being in this Nine of Pentacles position. With their diagnoses, they are very much in a like role model position where they're being looked at by not just like the immediate bullshit energy, but also like the ones that look up to them, the ones that feel safety and a strengthening of their own personal wills and in their journey. So that's good to know, because I never usually get this. Top of the deck is Five of Pentacles in reverse. See, there's no lacking there. When you look at these individuals, I just got 10% battery. They may be on low fuel. But you should never, ever, ever underestimate someone based on how they're being diagnosed. Whether that's in truth or not. Yeah, that's what they wanted me to say. So some of your ancestors are here and really like just emphasizing that you're doing the right stuff. That's really, really sweet. I'm gonna get the fourth card in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 8 of Wands in reverse. Say no further. Like that's it. That's what they wanted to say. You know how you keep it short and sweet? It's they just wanted to convey that you've hit the sweet spot, you know, in figuring things out. And some moments don't require any explanation, any additional prayer. Like, they know that you're there, and they would just want you to know that they're there. That's sweet. Because some of those sacred moments aren't always like, you know, doing that delivery right there of messaging. It's more like nonverbal communication, those energetics that really like put it in bold, like upsize the font. It's taking up the whole page. So no matter where you look, you know that it's kind of like a big SOS energy. For some, a big cry of help. But it's seen. It's absolutely seen. No ink wasted. So what is your takeaway, aka our takeaway? 5 of Swords in reverse. So this is kind of like forfeiting as well. Forfeiting any battles. But it's not even really forfeiting, because you see this cave is kind of like, you know, the sword in the stone. So anything that's targeted towards us energetically, or, you know, with when it comes to egos, we're already safe. They've already forfeited their swords, and now it's left for those that can really swing with the truth. Yeah. You see, like, there's a holding tank. That's crazy. It's cool. All right, so what is my takeaway? Just my takeaway. 7 of Cups, many options. These are all viable options, because each one still on the branch is still living. It's still connected. Yeah. Even when selected, they're connected, is what they're saying. So these are all wonderful options, because they all contain their own apples. And each one is different in its like formation. Did you know that when you plant apple seeds, they don't produce this like the same apple? Like whatever tree grows, it's not the same. So that's something to keep in mind. Okay, that's it for now. I have done my duty here. And now, now that this reading is, well, you know, thank you to my panel again, of course, my helpers. Thank you. Blessings be to each and every one of you. So upon closing the portals in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas to assisting with the sequence of roll out. In fact, they're saying that's like a gavel. In light and love, I close the portals in this reading. Now.